Well, hello, Beyond the Gates Daily Recap fans. Today's Daily Recap is for Friday, February 28th, 2025. There was some action going on today, everybody. And since I want to talk about the action first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play. No, you know what? I'm not going to play the clip. I want to talk about the way people showed up at the wedding, and they showed up in fine fashion. Let's see. Is it there? There we go. Nope, that's not the picture. There it is. Do you see all of those ladies? They were all in black. It was so funny. They all wore black, right? And as a matter of fact, Bill made a statement to Senator, since somebody said his name yesterday, I forgot it that fat, Vernon, that, yeah, I see what's going on. All the ladies are wearing black, just like they going to a funeral. And Vernon says, well, in essence, we are. We are burying, after today, we are burying our connection with you, Bill Hamilton. Done. Don't ask me, because he goes, I'm surprised you honored my request. He goes, last one. Don't ask me for nothing ever again. And he turned and he walked away. And Bill's just looking at him like, that's what you think. See, you don't tell a black mailer this is the last thing because everybody knows it's never a last thing with a blackmailer. They still have the same information on you. They still end up coming back, whether it's 6 months, whether it's 6 days, whether it's 6 years. When they get low on money or they want something from you, you want to know what they bring up? That little blackmail issue, right? Bill had the nerve to go talk. See, I think Martin doesn't remember what happened, right? That's what the dreams are. The dreams are probably his subconscious trying to bring those memories to the surface. Okay. So Bill walks over to Martin and talking to him, and Martin's looking like he goes, yeah, I'm surprised you and your family all showed up, but yeah, thanks. And he goes, well, we were kind of mandated to, you know. And Bill says, yeah, your grandfather alluded to, pretty much cutting all ties with me, but there's been a whole lot that I've done for your family in the past, you know. And then somehow he worked in the word killing. Some could say you made a killing off of what I've done for you, the family. He goes, you tell your grandfather. And he said, you tell your grandfather this. And he told him, no, like, no, it ain't over. You still owe me. And Martin's looking at him. He's like, what? Like, why is he talking to me? Right? And Bill walks away. But when he said killing, Martin kind of looks like, like, does that ring a bell with me? I mean, it was interesting, right? So Martin goes over by his husband, and in comment corner, was said his name was Smitty, but I thought Martin was making a joke when he said, "Are you Smitty detective?" So maybe it is Smitty, who knows, right? And he was getting off the phone, talking a little cozy with somebody about how happy he was to hear their voice and be talking to them. And I'm like, uh-oh, husband dear is having an affair, right? So Martin catches the tail end of it. He goes, oh, really? Who were you happy to hear? He goes, oh, nothing. He goes, should I be jealous? And Smitty's like, no, you are the only man for me. And I thought, no, you up to something, buddy. You up to something. And that's gonna be yet another. messy plot twist, another thing we're going to see. And then they spend time in the back room with Haley getting dressed. I am going to save the best for last. Haley, ooh, what did nobody say? I fast forwarded her getting dressed with the little office manager like there was no tomorrow, period, because I didn't care. Okay. So now we have the women of Fairmont Crest coming up showing all their support to Danny. We're here to support you. And she goes, I'm here because of the girls. She had a little black hanky. The girls, needed to be there. This is their father. And they're upset, but I was not going to send them here alone. You mean the adults? One who's married, been living out the house? The other one don't live in the house either. She lives with her cousin. You mean those girls, right? Please. So anyway, she eating it up. And then we have her friend, the realtor, like, we're here for you, Danny. Doug, her husband, the one we saw in the car, the plot thickens with him. What's he up to? Because remember, a guy gave him, it looked like a plastic room key or plastic key that kind of you put up to a lock, the door lock that unlocks the door. That's what it looked like to me. If it looked like something else to y'all, let me know in comment corner. But that's what it looked like to me. So anyway, she touches his side as she walks around. She goes, is this my husband here? And he goes, oh, I know. I've been busy, you know, but it's just been a lot of surgeries. She goes, a run on open heart surgeries? He goes, yep. See, he been away forever, not really coming home, I guess, saying he doing all these open heart surgeries. He goes, but when things calm down, I'm gonna take you on a trip. And I think he may have said to Tahiti. And she goes, oh, I love that. And I'm thinking, then you don't miss him that much. But of course you don't miss him that much because we saw you at that little place where Danny ended up allegedly role playing. You said, oh, I'm just role playing. I took an improv class. I'm role playing with him. No, you weren't role. You were role playing. That's right, but that was not for no homework. That was for some bedroom work. So anyway, okay. Um, we'll see. There's a bunch of messiness there, you could tell. Um, so now it's time for the wedding. Oh, no, no, no. There's the documentary. Remember Andre was doing a little documentary on Nicole and Ted for, I guess, her foundation, and it's, gonna feature how they met, and he's gonna cut it in, blah, blah, blah. So they did their interview, and she told their story. And what Ted said that that night, because she goes, it was a game changer that night in Tahiti when I um met him, saw him, I knew that that was my future. And he said that when him too, when I met her, no other woman has pierced my radar. And then he kissed her and I said, oh, you too sweet. So something ain't right with you. So anyway, then it shows crazy Leslie, because I did see her name in comments. Thank you all for putting names in the comments so I could kind of learn them. Because I was just saying crazy woman. But her name is Leslie, and Nicole's like house manager is Mona. I didn't know that, right? I didn't know Eva was crazy woman's daughter, Leslie, right? So anyway, she comes in. Nicole interviews her at the first of the show, and the interview goes very well. Even though she pretends that Leslie is not her real mother. Leslie's a woman that took her in. But she got the job. But she comes in, she's playing around with her mother. And her mother's like, oh, so it didn't work. And then she goes, I'm playing. It worked. I'm in. And they jumping up and down. So Leslie says, good, you're going to finally be where you belong. in the same house with your daddy. And I said, okay, I knew that was probably her father. But my thing is, what's the story? Did he not know that Leslie was pregnant? Right? To me, Eva is older than Nicole and Ted's kids. I will bet you he was with crazy Leslie first. And when he met Nicole, he left Leslie for Nicole. He may not have even known Leslie was pregnant. Let's see. Let's find out. Or he was tired of her crazy behind, left her for Dr. Nicole Dupree, right? So we'll see. But that is his daughter. And now she's gonna be where it has to be something where he either didn't know that was his daughter or does not know what his daughter looks like. She's gonna be working in the same house where he lives. And he's not gonna know who she is. So that's telling you he may not know a thing about her. But we shall see. We shall definitely, definitely see. Now, let's get to the good part. Let's get to the wedding. We all knew Danny was up to something. She took something out of some little hat box from her closet. And I said, that's going to be a gun. I knew that. Right? And by the way, Danny was sure looking good in that dress. Definitely not dressed for a wedding, but that was the whole point. None of them women were dressed for a wedding. So let me get to the video clip. And here we go. The preacher's saying the vows and saying everything. And then she's going to get to the talking about how marriage is just such a divine arrangement. And oh, she's taking her video and everybody's kind of rolling their eyes. And then she's going to get to the point that says, is there anyone here who objects to the wedding? And Danny says, me, I object. This chick gets up, puts a gun out of her purse, pulls it out, and bam, shoots it, and the screen goes black. Oh my goodness. Now that was some action, right? We have to wonder, oh my goodness, did she shoot Haley? Did she shoot Bill? Did she accidentally shoot the preacher or the minister? Did she shoot the person sitting next to him? Because we don't know what kind of shot Danny is, right? Oh my goodness. But that was good. I was not expecting that. Let me get out the way here so you can, oh, you can't even see it. I was not expecting that. I kind of thought this chick's gonna be crazy enough to bring a gun. But I wasn't expecting her to pull that gun like that right there in a whole room full of witnesses. Were any of you expecting that? No, I wasn't. But that's a full body shot of her in that dress. I said, look at that doggone dress. She need to be modeling again, which I kind of think they're going to go in that direction. They need to give her her own thing, so she needs to get back into modeling. Even though in the modeling world she's too old, but that's runway. There's all kind of other modeling she could do that she's not too old for. And she got the body and she's got the looks to do it. And I think that was it, you know. I really, really believe that's it. Nothing else. The good stuff is what happened at the very end. We don't know who she shot. We are going to find out. Uh, because I'm trying to think, is there a doctor in the house? Nicole's a psychiatrist. Her husband's a plastic surgeon. I mean, we need somebody that could save a gunshot wound victim. So, anyway, everybody, that is my daily recap from Beyond the Gates. It was its first week. And to me, it did a really good job because they set out, they had to introduce the core family and then introduce some of the side folks, which they've done. And now we're getting into backstories. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it. There's some suspense. There's some things going on. So let's go to comment corner, comment corner. And I'm turning on my trusty dusty stopwatch, even though I can get to all of it. Richard says, another great review. Daily recap lady. I'm loving the drama with the Duprees. Richard, it is so good to see you commenting in comment corner. Thank you, Richard. Denzel says, I can't wait until the Dupree families wear all black at Cheating Bill and Hades. Well, that's exactly what they did on Friday's episode. That was a good episode. Um, Goodness, I'm gonna mess that up. When your name begins with AA, or your first name initials A and the last name's A, says, Hi, I'm new here. I'm glad I found your channel. Well, you know what? Uh, Atia, next time you comment, kind of spell your name out like phonetically how I should pronounce it. I would love to pronounce it right because I don't want to say, hey, 3924. 3924. I'm glad you're here too. Tell all your friends. And then Cariello says, great channel. Started here at GH Recaps. I'm definitely here for Beyond the Gates. You did not comment at GH Recaps, Cariello. I don't ever remember because I remember your name, but I'm happy you're here too. Jennifer says, is there a streaming platform I can watch this on? Thank you. Do you mean the show? Yes. If Beyond the Gates is on Paramount Plus. So if you have Paramount Plus, because I know there is a conflict in some states Beyond the Gates airs at the exact same time General Hospital airs. And I know that's rough because honestly, folks, if you asked me, and I had couldn't see them both later because I watch both soaps later anyway. I don't sit there and watch no commercials in the day. I'm busy. Um, I would. Oh my God. I'm a General Hospital. I've been General Hospital since the '60s. So um, I'm happy I don't have to deal with that. But for all of you, if you have Paramount Plus, you can see Beyond the Gates. And actually, if you have Paramount Plus, look to see if you have a feature that says live at the bottom. Then you can click that when it's on in your time zone and watch it live while you're watching General Hospital on your TV. But yeah, Paramount Plus, and or if you're watching GH is on Hulu. So it streams on Hulu. Now, of course, you're here on YouTube, so you know my recaps are on YouTube. There we go. 3924, or I should say AA, right? Says Paramount or CBS app. Thank you so much. And Jennifer says, thank you. I went through all that and look, Comment Corner was answering it for me. And then Jeanette says, I think Leslie blames Ted for someone she lost. Remember when she said to the ladies in the coffee shop, she noticed someone that looked like someone she loved and passed away. I bet Ted was the doctor. No, we found out today Ted is Eva's daddy. I think that man came along later in her life, right? That she lost. Lucy said, thanks, Daily Recap Lady, for your review of episode 4 of BTG. I know, right? Beyond the Gates. And then we have Karen says, Daily Recap Lady, you missed the best conversation of the episode with Bill and Naomi when she said her dad was dead to her. I felt that in my soul. Thank you, Karen. Okay, Karen did something that I love, and Karen did something that this is what Comment Corner is all about. Now, you see how I didn't say that or give a recap of that. That's because I recap stuff that really sticks in my head to write down. That did not stick with me to write down, right? But it stuck with Karen. And it's important for you all in Comment Corner. If there's something I did not touch on and it stuck with you, put it in Comment Corner because people read other people's comments. And now everybody knows that Naomi had a conversation with Bill and she told him to her face that he was dead to her, right? Thank you, Karen. That's what Comment Corner is all about. And then Denzel says, thank God That Laura is okay, I know. And she didn't die when she hit that tree when Leslie was chasing her. After a while, she was driving. Too bad Laura, oh, he has to heal for 6 to 8 weeks. But I'm what I'm gonna tell you, this Laura loves her job and working for Nicole. Thank God she is the type of family. Well, she's that type of family, Nicole and Ted, that looks for her though. Oh, they look for her and they like her. Man, I'll tell you, Leslie is a demon. The devil herself, first riding her her mother motorcycle and chasing Laura down. Well, you mean her motorcycle while Laura was driving, and then she hit that tree. And then when she was on the phone with Mona telling her that her daughter Eva could replace her temporarily, be the temporary assistant for Laura. Yep, I know. Now, Denzel, great comment. Denzel always writes nice long recaps. And then Denzel hits things that I miss. Definitely. Thank you, Denzel. Um, and now let me go down to Just K. Just K says, Haley, sweetie, the firm is supporting you and Bill because they need their jobs. Daily recap, lady, you forgot the scene. Oh, with Bill and Naomi when Naomi was saying her father was dead. That was a good scene. Thank you, Just K. Remember, everybody, if I miss something you liked, say it here. Because in Comment Corner right now, there's so few comments I could read almost all of them. I really believe all of them. Looking forward to the waiting tomorrow. Thanks, Daily Recap Lady. Um, and then we have Black Purple Turquoise says, Danny and Andre did the thing at the end of the episode. Fire, fire. Good for Danny getting some love that she 100% deserve. If she finds it with Andre, then I'm happy for her and for both of them, and glad for Naomi um, laying out Bill like she did. He has some type of nerve to demand any kind of respect from her after he screwed her friend under under their family's roof, right under Danny's nose. I know. Then he and Haley both have the continued audacity to flaunt their affair and sham of a marriage right in front of everyone's face, but especially her mother. Yeah, exactly. The 100%. 100%. I'm with you. Great comment. I'm going to swoop down to the last comment. Uh, Po Boop says, Daily Recap Lady, you make me laugh. You are too funny with your various voice changes and facial expressions. Thank you. Well, thank you, Po Boop. I'm just having fun. I'm here. I'm loving the show, but I'm like this. If there's something I don't like, I'm gonna tell you because that's what we do. When we are talking about soaps with our friends, don't you just talk about what you don't like too? You're like, oh my God, they can miss me with scenes on X, Y, and Z. That's how I am. So I'm happy there's new people finding out about this recap channel. Please, since this show is new, I know you're telling people, hey, have you seen Beyond the Gates? Tell them, hey, check out GH Spoilers. That's Y&R Today. Daily Recap Lady will have you laughing, right? So let's build this channel. Let's keep talking about this show. We want it to go on. So far, it's looking pretty well. They're building a whole lot of stories that they can tell, right? I'm looking forward to now continuing on with this story, that story, hearing how what happened in the past, because we didn't see it, we weren't there, the show wasn't on. So they have a lot to do, and I'm here. This was a great first week as far as I'm concerned. So we'll be back on Monday for another daily recap of Beyond the Gates.